Welcome to datascience.show, the podcast where data science meets executive leadership. We talk with top AI and analytics thought leaders about turning data into real business impact. If you're a C-level leader or data expert shaping the future, you're in the right place.
I'm your host, Mirko Peters. We explore how data science and AI drive real business impact, straight from the leaders making it happen. Today, when models break, an executive playbook for AI incident response. If you run an enterprise that relies on machine learning or AI, this episode is for you. I'll walk through the exact decision points, roles, and trade-offs an executive team needs when a model failure threatens business continuity, reputation, or regulatory exposure.
Why this matters now. AI is moving from pilot projects into mission-critical paths. Underwriting, pricing, supply chains, customer safety. That means failures are not merely engineering bugs, they're business incidents. Left unmanaged, they cost revenue, invite litigation, and erode trust. Today, I'll frame incident response as business continuity and governance, not just a ticket in Jira. Quick context on perspective. I've worked with fortune scale teams and sat in war rooms where a scoring model silently biased lending decisions, where a forecasting model destabilized inventory, and where a content moderation pipeline created unwanted outages. In every case, the highest value decisions were non-technical. Who owns the go-no-go to cut a model, how to talk to customers, and which metrics determine success? Those experiences shaped the playbook I'm sharing today. Let's start with detection. You can't respond to what you can't see. Must-have signals are operational, business, and human. Operational signals include latency, throughput, error rates, and monitoring alerts from model-serving infra. Business signals are downstream KPIs, sudden drop in conversion, abnormal chargebacks, large inventory swings. Human signals are customer complaints, legal flagging, or frontline staff alerts. Instrument all three. Treat human tips with the same urgency as an automated alert. Classification matters. Not every anomaly is an incident. Use a simple two-axis matrix, impact and confidence. Impact asks, what business or safety harm could result? Confidence asks, do we know why this happened? High-impact, low-confidence events demand immediate executive attention. Low-impact, high-confidence ones are engineering tickets. Define this matrix in your playbook and bake it into a learning so the right people are paged automatically.
Triage. Initial steps must be fast and standardized. First, validate. Is the signal real or noise? Second, contain. Can we stop the harm quickly? Third, investigate. Gather evidence for root cause and regulatory record. Those three phases map to three teams: detection and validation, containment and business continuity, forensic and remediation. The playbook needs clear handoffs between them and a leader responsible for time-boxed decisions.
Containment versus rollback is the most consequential trade-off executives face. Containment actions, throttling model outputs, disabling a feature, or routing to fallback logic, are fast and preserve forensic evidence. Rollback, replacing the model with an earlier version or manual process, is decisive and visible, but it destroys some evidence and can hide root causes. As an exec, you must decide who has authority to choose containment versus rollback. My recommendation, separate authority for emergency containment, ops lead plus product owner, and for rollback, executive level approval when rollback materially affects customers or revenue.
Here's a pragmatic incident playbook, a step-by-step you can adopt in a boardroom tomorrow. Step 1. Detection and rapid validation within 15 minutes. Step 2. Activate the incident response war room if classification exceeds your predefined threshold. Notify legal and communications immediately in parallel. Step 3. Apply containment controls to stop ongoing harm. Rate limits, feature flags, routing to human review. Step 4. Start a forensic snapshot. Preserve inputs, outputs, model versions, and environment state. Step 5. Decide on rollback within a predefined time box. If you choose rollback, document the business rationale and intended rollback scope. Step 6. Communicate internally and externally on a coordinated cadence. Step 7. Conduct a post-incident review focused on decisions, not just root causes, and capture tactical fixes and governance changes.
Let me be explicit about trade-offs. If you prioritize speed, you may stop harm quickly but lose forensic fidelity, which complicates regulatory reporting. If you prioritize deep forensics, harm may continue while you investigate. The only sustainable way out is to predefine policy choices, which incidents permit forensics first and which mandate immediate containment. Encode those rules in your SLAs and executive dashboards so you're not making them under pressure.
Leadership and impact. Who does what? Define a RACI that includes executives. Example roles. Responsible. Head of ML/SRE for technical containment. Accountable. Chief Data Officer for incident prioritization. Consulted. General Counsel and Head of Communications. Informed. CEO and Board for material incidents. Establish an executive decision owner who can sign off on customer-facing messages and business continuity steps. Also, pre-authorize spending thresholds for emergency fixes, so procurement delays don't slow remediation.
Cross-functional war rooms succeed when they follow a simple rhythm: situational update, immediate actions, business impact estimate, decision points, and owner assignment. Keep updates short, time-stamped, and repeatable. Use a single source of truth, a shared incident document that records hypotheses, evidence, and next steps. This reduces chatter and prevents misaligned actions.
Legal and communications coordination is non-negotiable. Engage legal to assess disclosure obligations. Engage communications to craft transparent but legally vetted messages. Consider templates for customer notices and regulator timelines so you can move quickly. Rehearse these templates in tabletop exercises with counsel present. Those rehearsals reveal the tension points between transparency and legal risk before you're in crisis mode.
Measure success through pragmatic KPIs tied to business outcomes: mean time to detect, mean time to contain, percent of incidents with complete forensic snapshots, customer impact in dollars or customers affected, and reduction in repeat incidents. Make preparedness a measurable executive KPI. Include incident response readiness in yearly reviews and budgeting decisions. Preparedness is not an IT checkbox. It's a business resilience metric.
Looking ahead, systemic risks are growing as more models act autonomously and compose across systems. Short-term priorities for the next 12 to 24 months are practical. Standardize monitoring across model families, require forensics-friendly logging by default, and push contracts with vendors to include incident response SLAs and evidence access. Internally, conduct regular tabletop exercises with the board or executive committee to keep decision pathways fresh.
Institutionalizing learning requires two things: simple playbooks that people can remember under stress, and a blameless post-incident culture that turns incidents into prioritized investment backlogs. Adopt a practice where every material incident generates a time-bound remediation plan with budget and owners. Then measure closure rates quarter over quarter.
Before we close, 2 quick actionable checklists. Must-have detection, operational monitoring for latency and error rates, business KPIs instrumented and alerted, customer-facing channels triaged, and automated evidence collection for model inputs, outputs, and versions. Must delegate authorities, emergency containment to ops and product owner, rollback authority to a named executive or panel for customer impacting changes, disclosure and legal strategy to GC with pre-approved templates.
Final reflection. Incidents will happen. The key is not to prevent every failure. That's impossible. But to design decision pathways that preserve value, trust, and compliance when they do occur. Make response a board-level discipline, not a ticketing problem. That's the difference between models and value.
If you found this episode valuable, subscribe and share it with your network. And let's connect on LinkedIn. I'm Mirko Peters. We'll be back with more conversations on how data science and AI create real business impact. Until next time.
Thanks for listening to datascience.show. If you found value in this episode, subscribe, share it with your network, and join us next time as we explore how data science drives smarter decisions and better business outcomes.